Dear friends in Jesus Christ, today we are in the 8th Sunday in Ordinary Time. So here in today's Gospel, Jesus is preaching and teaching to the people of those times. So this Gospel of today is taken from Luke chapter 39, chapter 6 verses 39 to 45. So here Jesus is telling that a blind man cannot lead the blind person. A teacher cannot teach the student beyond the knowledge, whatever that he knows, only that he can teach to the student. And then, how can you say that you will remove the speck from your brother's eye when you have log in your own eye? And also he says that, so the bad tree cannot bear good fruits, and the good tree cannot bear bad fruits. So, reflecting upon today's Gospel, what I can say is that a blind person cannot lead the blind person. For instance, a person is coming and asking you the address which you do not know, for which you do not have the knowledge of. So can you lead that person to reach that particular address? So you may not be reaching him. So in the sense, if I do not have faith in Christ, I do not have belief in Christ, then I cannot tell the other person who does not have faith in Christ, so you have faith in Jesus Christ. Christ is very good. He teaches his followers. He gives food to the hungry. He is very kind. He is compassionate. So I cannot teach him unless I have my faith in Jesus Christ, unless I have my own experience, then I cannot lead the other person. And as he says, secondly, the teacher cannot teach the student beyond his own knowledge, whatever that he knows. In the colleges or in the school, we can take that there are professors who take physics. So this professor is good at taking physics subject, and there are also other professors. They may be good at taking chemistry. Others may be taking good at taking languages, different languages, and so on. So whatever they know, they teach to the students. But a student has the discernment because he has to choose the right teacher for his own future, for his aim to be fulfilled. And thirdly, as he says, when you have log in your own eye, then you cannot remove the speck from your brother's eye. So in that sense, see, there are faults in yourself. There are mistakes that you do. There are wrongs that you do. When you do the wrongs, but you do not focus on those things, those mistakes that you commit, then how can you tell that someone or your brother or your friend or your relative makes a mistake? How can you tell that this is wrong? If for instance he is using a bad word and you say that is wrong, then you have to reflect yourself. Do you use the same bad word in your life? If the person is going for beating the other person, taking revenge, being jealous of the other person, you have to reflect on yourself, whether I am jealous of somebody. Do I feel enmity about the other person? Do I always fight with the other person? Do I have physical fight with the other person? Do I use bad words? So these things I need to look at myself, because I also have that mistake. I also commit those mistakes. So therefore, when I am not able to remove those mistakes, then how can I tell that someone is at fault and I can correct the other person's mistakes? So that we need to focus on, dear friends. And then fourthly, he says about the good tree cannot bear bad fruits, and then the bad tree cannot bear good fruits. So this can be connected with the first reading of today, that is Sirach. It is taken from Sirach. So there it says that the fruit discloses the cultivation of the tree. So whatever the farmer uses for manuring, pouring water, and then pruning out the dried leaves. So everything that will be seen or that will be disclosed when the fruit is in abundance. Fruit gives the taste of it, and everything that depends on the process of cultivating the tree. Similarly, so the person, whether he is a good person or a bad person, so that will be depending on his cultivation of thoughts. Whatever the thoughts that he is generating in his mind, so that will show his character, and that will show whether this person is good or bad. So for instance, we can take a robber. So robber will be going for stealing money from bank or from any rich person's house. So if he's having that thought in his mind, so what he will be thinking, okay, when shall I go for robbing it? So night will be the appropriate time. So he may be thinking, he will be calculating in his mind. So what time, exact time will be 12 o'clock because they will be sleeping, or 1 o'clock they will be sleeping. And then what are the things should I take? What are the weapons? What are the iron rods should I take so that I can break the lock? I can open the lock or anything like that, So you will be always thinking or meditating about that, how he can be successful in robbing that house and get some money. But if the person, so this is about generating bad thoughts in the mind, in person's mind. So if the person is generating good thoughts in his own mind, so the good thoughts can be in various ways. That can be like giving alms, or giving clothes to the other person, or helping the other person to get a good job. So in that way, if suppose you are having that you want to give some alms to the other person, so what you will be doing, you will be generating in your own mind, or cultivating your mind with positive thoughts, positive energy, saying that, so if I want to give some clothes to the other person, what should I do? I must have some money. So if I want to have some money, then I have to go for a job. So in that way, you will be cultivating your mind with positive thoughts, positive energy, so that your actions, everything will be seen to the other person that you are good. So it is up to you whether you want to be a good person or a bad person. That is your choice. You need to take your own choice, dear friends. As you have faith in Jesus Christ, so we have to take the choice of being a good person. Though we may have some mistakes or we may commit some wrongs, but that does not guarantee that we cannot correct ourselves. So we can correct ourselves. Let us correct ourselves. No need to look at the other person that he is doing wrong. Let us focus on ourselves and let us correct ourselves and making our actions, making our thought, making our action plan, everything to be positive and to generate positive energy, to generate positive vibration to the others. Thank you.